What really happens in the first 7 minutes after you die? Is it darkness? Is it peace? Does your soul leave your body? Or does your brain create one final illusion before everything fades away? For centuries, religions, scientists, and philosophers have tried to answer this question. Some say you see a bright light. Others say your life flashes before your eyes. And modern science has discovered something shocking about the brain in those final moments. Tonight, we're going step by step, minute by minute, through the final 7 minutes after death. Stay until the end, because what researchers discovered about brain activity after death might completely change how you see life. Death begins the moment your heart stops beating. When the heart stops, blood stops flowing. And without blood, oxygen stops reaching your brain. Within seconds, your blood pressure drops to 0. Your body becomes still. But here's something most people don't realize. You are not immediately gone. Clinical death, when the heart stops, is not the same as biological death. There is a window of time where the body is technically dead, but the brain is still active. And this is where things get fascinating. Within 10 to 20 seconds of no oxygen, you lose consciousness. You cannot feel pain anymore. You cannot respond. But inside your brain, chaos begins. Neurons, the cells responsible for thought, memory, and awareness, are extremely sensitive to oxygen loss. They begin firing rapidly. Some researchers believe this sudden burst of electrical activity could explain why many people report vivid experiences during near-death experiences. Tunnel vision. Bright light. Out-of-body sensations. But is this spiritual, or biological? We'll come back to that. Here's where it gets incredible. In 2013, researchers at the University of Michigan conducted studies on dying animals. They discovered a massive surge of gamma brain waves immediately after cardiac arrest. Gamma waves are linked to consciousness, memory recall, and awareness. In fact, they are the same waves active when you're deeply focused or dreaming. In 2022, doctors reported something similar in a human patient. Researchers from the University of Louisville recorded brain activity in a dying man. They observed increased gamma activity right after the heart stopped. This suggests the brain may become hyper-aware in the moments after death. Could this explain why people say their life flashed before their eyes? Is the brain replaying memories in a final attempt to survive? It's possible. Around 3 to 4 minutes without oxygen, brain cells begin to suffer irreversible damage. The body temperature starts dropping. Cells begin breaking down. Chemical reactions change. Your organs shut down one by one. But here's something haunting. Some studies suggest hearing may be the last sense to fade. Nurses and doctors often advise families to continue speaking to loved ones after death is declared. Because the brain may still process sound, even if the body cannot respond. Imagine hearing your loved ones say goodbye, in your final moments. After 5 to 6 minutes without oxygen, most brain cells are severely damaged. Resuscitation becomes extremely unlikely without permanent injury. However, there have been rare cases of people being revived after longer periods, especially in cold environments, where metabolism slows down. This is why hypothermia victims sometimes survive longer without oxygen. The body fights to live. But eventually, the electrical activity begins to fade. Brain waves slow. Signals weaken. And consciousness, as we understand it, disappears. By the 7th minute, widespread brain damage has occurred. Cells are dying rapidly. The brain can no longer coordinate thought, awareness, or perception. From a scientific perspective, this is when biological death becomes irreversible. The body is now entering the next stage, cellular death. But science can only measure the physical. It cannot measure the soul. While science focuses on the brain, religions focus on the spirit. In Islam, it is believed the soul leaves the body and enters the realm of barzakh. In Christianity, the soul faces judgment. In Hinduism and Buddhism, the soul begins its journey toward rebirth. Across cultures, one idea repeats. Death is not the end, but a transition. Interestingly, near-death experience reports are remarkably similar across cultures. Bright light. Feeling of peace. Seeing deceased relatives. Floating above the body. Are these spiritual realities? Or the brain's final masterpiece? No one knows for sure. Thousands of people worldwide report near-death experiences after cardiac arrest. Dr. Sam Parnia, a leading researcher, has studied these cases extensively. Many survivors describe extreme peace, time distortion, watching doctors from above, reliving memories in seconds. Skeptics argue these are hallucinations caused by oxygen deprivation and neurotransmitter release. Believers say they are glimpses of the afterlife. Science still has no complete explanation. Maybe the real question is not what happens 7 minutes after you die. Maybe the real question is, what are you doing right now, while you're alive? Because if the brain truly replays your life in those final moments, what memories will you see? Regret? Love? Missed chances? Or a life fully lived? 7 minutes. That's all it takes for everything you know to fade. Your name. Your worries. Your ambitions. Your fears. All gone. Whether death is darkness, light, or something beyond our understanding, it reminds us of one truth. Life is fragile. Every breath you take right now is a gift. So live boldly. Love deeply. Forgive quickly. And don't wait for 7 minutes after death to realize what truly matters. If this video made you think differently about life and death, subscribe for more deep, mind-opening content. Comment below. What do you believe happens after death? And share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because conversations like this matter.